In June 2001, Alicia released her debut album, Songs in a Minor, and its impact was immediate. Anchored by piano-driven melodies and raw emotion, the album stood apart in a market dominated by heavily produced pop and R&B. The lead single, Fallen, captured the contradictions of love with haunting simplicity, resonating across generations. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and went on to sell over 12 million copies worldwide. Critics praised its sophistication, authenticity, and emotional depth. At the 2002 Grammy Awards, Alicia won 5 Grammys, including Best New Artist and Song of the Year. At just 21, she had not only proven her critics wrong, but redefined what mainstream R&B could sound like: intimate, intelligent, and musically rich, sustaining success and artistic growth. Rather than resting on her breakthrough, Alicia continued evolving. Her second album, The Diary of Alicia Keys, released in 2003, deepened her storytelling and musical complexity. Songs like If I Ain't Got You and You Don't Know My Name explored love, vulnerability, and values with maturity beyond her years. The album debuted at number 1 and sold millions worldwide, earning additional Grammy recognition. By her early 20s, Alicia had sold over 20 million records and established herself as a generational voice. Yet despite success, she remained focused on growth rather than image. Her work emphasized emotional honesty, musicianship, and respect for her audience. Alicia wasn't chasing fame, she was building a legacy rooted in integrity and craft. Love, public scrutiny, and personal choices. As Alicia's professional life flourished, her personal life drew increasing attention. Her relationship with producer Swizz Beatz became a topic of intense public discussion due to overlapping timelines and media speculation. While narratives varied, Alicia largely chose privacy over public debate, allowing time rather than headlines to shape understanding. The scrutiny was challenging, especially given her public image centered on empowerment and self-respect. Over time, Alicia and Swizz built a family together, welcoming 2 sons and navigating the complexities of a blended household. Years later, all parties involved reached a place of reconciliation and cooperation, prioritizing their children's well-being. Their journey highlighted the reality that personal growth often unfolds imperfectly, shaped by accountability, forgiveness, and maturity rather than flawless choices. Redefining beauty and self-acceptance. In 2016, Alicia made headlines again, not for music, but for a deeply personal decision. She announced she would stop wearing makeup publicly, explaining her desire to feel comfortable and authentic in her own skin. For Alicia, this wasn't a rejection of beauty, but a reclamation of self. The decision sparked widespread conversation. Many applauded her honesty and vulnerability, while others questioned the practicality of such a stance. Alicia clarified that her choice was personal, not prescriptive. She emphasized that empowerment means freedom to wear makeup or not without judgment. Her decision highlighted how women's appearances are endlessly scrutinized and politicized, regardless of choice. In choosing authenticity, Alicia once again challenged norms, encouraging reflection rather than conformity. Activism, impact, and responsibility beyond music, Alicia has consistently used her platform for advocacy. She co-founded Keep a Child Alive, supporting families affected by HIV/AIDS, particularly in Africa and India. Her activism extends to racial justice, education, and humanitarian causes. Yet, like many public figures, her involvement in global events has sometimes sparked debate about ethics and responsibility. Alicia has defended engagement as a tool for dialogue, while critics argue for stricter accountability. These discussions reflect broader questions about celebrity influence in complex political spaces. Through it all, Alicia has remained committed to learning, listening, and evolving, acknowledging that impact requires reflection as much as intention. Legacy of a reluctant icon. Today, Alicia Keys stands as one of the most influential artists of her generation. With over 90 million records sold, multiple Grammy Awards, and ventures into Broadway film and production, her career reflects longevity built on authenticity. She brought classical musicianship back into mainstream R&B and proved that emotional depth and technical skill could coexist with commercial success. More importantly, she modeled creative ownership, showing women they could demand control over their art and identity. Alicia's journey is not one of perfection, but of persistence, falling, learning, and rising with intention. Her legacy lies not only in her music, but in her refusal to be reduced to a single narrative, choosing instead to live, grow, and create on her own terms. Who collaborated with him on multiple projects that defined his mature screen persona. Murphy also found a long-standing creative bond with director Bud Boetticher, beginning with The Cimarron Kid and lasting nearly 2 decades. These partnerships allowed Murphy to evolve beyond simple action roles into more nuanced characters. Though he never chased celebrity, he valued professionalism and loyalty, traits that mirrored his military service. His career reflected steady craftsmanship rather than spectacle, earning him lasting respect within the industry. Service beyond the screen. Even after achieving fame, Audie Murphy remained deeply committed to public service and the military community. In the early 1960s, he participated in the U.S. Army's The Big Picture television series, helping educate the public about modern military operations and technology. His involvement went beyond appearances. He served as a trusted civilian representative of the armed forces. In recognition of this work, Murphy received the Outstanding Civilian Service Medal in 1960. He also appeared on television dramas, expanding his reach to new audiences. Despite chronic pain from wartime injuries and ongoing mental health struggles, Murphy continued to give his time and energy to causes larger than himself. His sense of duty never faded, reflecting a lifelong commitment to the men and women who served and to the nation that had shaped him. Love, family, and stability. Murphy's personal life reflected both turbulence and growth. His first marriage to actress Wanda Hendricks in 1949 was brief and strained by fame, emotional trauma, and conflicting lifestyles. Shortly after their divorce, Murphy married Pamela Opal Lee Archer, whose steady presence brought balance to his life. Together, they built a family and raised 2 sons, Terry Michael and James Shannon. Pamela became Murphy's anchor, offering understanding and support as he navigated lingering wartime trauma and the pressures of public life. Fatherhood gave Murphy a sense of grounding and purpose beyond medals or movie roles. Though he remained a private man, those close to him described him as devoted and protective. His family provided the stability he had lacked as a child, offering moments of peace amid a life shaped by extraordinary experiences. The final flight. On May 28, 1971, Audie Murphy died in a tragic plane crash near Brush Mountain, Virginia, at the age of 45. The small private aircraft encountered severe weather and poor visibility while flying over mountainous terrain. Official investigations concluded that the crash was caused by pilot disorientation and adverse conditions, a heartbreaking accident that claimed the lives of everyone on board. Over the years, speculation and rumors emerged, fueled by Murphy's fame and the shock of his sudden death. However, no credible evidence has ever supported claims of sabotage or foul play. Murphy's family and historians have consistently upheld the findings of the official investigation. While the loss was devastating, it was not the result of conspiracy, but of unfortunate circumstances. His death cut short a life already marked by sacrifice, resilience, and service. A legacy that endures. Audie Murphy's legacy is not defined by how he died, but by how he lived. From a childhood marked by hunger and hardship to unmatched heroism in war, he embodied courage, humility, and perseverance. He used his voice to advocate for veterans when few others would, and he carried his fame with quiet dignity rather than arrogance. Murphy rests today at Arlington National Cemetery, his grave one of the most visited, adorned not with gold but with simplicity, as he requested. His story continues to inspire soldiers, veterans, and civilians alike, reminding the world that true heroism often comes from ordinary people faced with extraordinary circumstances. Audie Murphy remains a symbol of sacrifice, resilience, and humanity, not a mystery, but a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit.